Raelunil here, and hello and welcome to part number 16 of my Let's Play of Lord of the Rings Online in Mordor. Although at the moment we are not actually in Mordor, but we're working on the Black Book quest, so it still counts. We are in Enedwaith at the moment. And I'm about to have a chat with this guy right here. What brings you to this village, Saelunil? I will not call you Devodiad, but even Suvlok can tell an ill wind brings you here. Do not make me regret this welcome as others would. You show the bone shard to the warrior, and he raises his hand as if in warning. What is this, a fragment of a spear point? It must have been used in the slaughter of something vile, for the sight of it alone is enough to raise in me great feelings of dread and sickness. Take it away. He wasn't much help, but others in the village might know more. Okay? Let's go ahead and have a chat with others in the village and see what they have to say about this thing. Probably similar to what he said, honestly. I don't really know what they could tell me that I don't already know. Yes? What do you want? Helu takes one look at the bone fragment and reacts much as Suvlok did. You have brought an object of evil to I'm sorry, I'm completely butchering that. Take it outside the village. We do not want it here. You will draw evils to us. If you must show the spear point to anyone, show it to warriors outside the village where these folk will not be endangered. Okay? Fine. Let's go find someone outside the village then. Hopefully they can help me. Let's see now. How do I even get out of here? I think I'll go this way, yeah. There's a gate. We're good, we're good. Okay, so I need to talk to somebody out on a hilltop nearby. Why am I going slow? Oh. Genius! I didn't have my skill on. Derp. There we go. And I've also got my squirrel out. I've got Snow the white squirrel now. Let's have a chat with this guy here. That is a big cow in the background. I give you my welcome, wanderer. I know a hunter when I see one striding among the hills and fields with such purpose. What brings you here? You show him the bone fragment and ask him if he can tell you anything about it. I see why you have come to, Loch Nook. I'll just say the village at this point. I'm sick of butchering it. For this does seem to have been crafted by one of the tribes of Enedwaith or Dunland. I cannot say if it was made by our tribe, but this feeling of evil is so overpowering that I refuse to believe it was made by one of the Algreg. He suddenly straightens and he smells the breeze. Something's right not, wanderer. We are hunted. Did this creature follow you here? We have become the hunted. Idea. Why can I not... Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Dang. Not good. You are rude, Warg. You missed the hunt, Helu. It is as I said, evils are drawn to that artifact. I knew it was so. Did I not say to you that the bone fragment you carry would draw evil to it? I'm glad you listened to my command and quickly brought it out of the village. It is not welcome in the village. Perhaps one of the other tribes, such as those that gather in Galtrev, will tell you something about the cursed object you carry. Okay, so I gotta go to Galtrev now, okay? Alright guys, I've made it over to Galtrev now, and let's have a chat with this man here. What do you have there, stranger? You show the bone fragment to him, and he furrows his brow with thought. You say this might have broken off at the tip of a spear. Ugh, I can speak words, I promise. It is possible, but I would say it is not likely. The Stag clan has used bone for weapons of various sort, but my people generally prefer stone for the greater durability on impact. If this fragment did come from a spear, I think it would have happened on the first strike, and such a spear would be of little use for a true hunter. No, I do not think this is from a spear point, but I cannot tell you anything else. Alright, let's see if anyone else has any ideas about what this thing is, or where it came from. Let's see, this guy seems to have a thing over his head, so let's talk to him. You bear an artifact of evil, wanderer. I do not wish to become ensnared in anything of the sort, so I will give you a wide berth. But listen to this advice from a well-meaning stranger. Do not become involved with the scheming of wizards, even if they bear gifts. Many in my clan learned this lesson painfully and too late. If you still have an ear for further advice, I say this too. Whatever artifact you carry will draw evils to you. Cast it away and save yourself some trouble. As Kufrius hurries away, you decide to hold on to it. After all, Mithrandir believed that it could be cleansed of the evil that surrounded it during its long stay in Mordor and might be turned to good. Alright, so I need to speak with somebody else about this thing now. He just ran off and disappeared. Okay, that's cool. Let's see, maybe this person knows something? You have any ideas for me? Person hanging out over here at the skirmish camp? Hello? You came from, Lochnuk? I was born into the Ukloth. Sorry, I'm bad at this. But I have not been welcome there for many years. Still, I'm always glad to hear news of my old home. You tell Frestang that you went to his village seeking information about the bone spear point that came into your possession. He studies it for a moment and smiles. You went to the warriors of the village and asked them if they recognized this, and of course they did not, for they are focused on weaponry and tools of war. No, they would not have known this implement, even though they rely on others like it every day. This is not part of a spear point or an arrowhead. This is part of a bone needle used by tailors in the fashioning of clothes and garments. Oh. It does seem to be very old, but it is reminiscent of the sort that are still used in the village. Go to the Hall of Making in the village and ask the tailors what they can tell you of it. Okay then. I suppose I'll be back again once we're back over in the village whose name I cannot say to save my life. Oh, dear. Alright, everybody, I'm back over in this village whose name escapes me, and we're going to go have a chat with the expert tailor in the Hall of Making, and see what they have to say about this, apparently, bone needle, not spear part or anything like that. Is this it? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Let's see what we can see in there. With any luck, they'll be able to tell us something useful and interesting about it. Okay, where's the tailor? Your weaponsmith, metalsmith. I'm not sure who you are, but there's no quest thing over your head, so I'm not sure it's supposed to be you. Cook. Oh, there we are. Hello, lady.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
This is similar to the needles we use here, but there's a peculiar notch at the bottom that sets it apart. I do not know why it's there, but it is distinctive. It's a mystery to me. Okay. With a sudden coughing laugh, an old woman demands your attention. Hello, slightly creepy-looking old woman who kinda reminds me of Sarah Oakheart a bit. It has been more than 50 years since I last saw a needle such as that one. Can it be the very same? It must be, for Delure, made all her needles herself, and that mark was her own. No other tailor in all the years of my long life ever took such pains as she to add such an adornment. It served no practical purpose, but Delure fashioned all her needles in that way. I am Raglod, the oldest woman in the village, and by my count I am the oldest member of the Ukloth by many years. Do you want to know the tale of that needle you carry? Speak to me and you will hear it. It is a sad tale, but to see that needle once again I think it may be worth remembering, and this old woman would enjoy the telling of it and the reminder of her youth long ago. Oogie.
Your efforts to cleanse the evils from the corrupted needle have led you to the oldest woman in Hlanuch, and the story she has to tell.
In long? I don't even know how you pronounce that there. Oh my gosh. Before the Ukloth came to be in Algreg, our home was in the south, in Dunland. I was very young then, and I spent my days climbing the hills and scaring the birds with my shouting. I was a fiery child, and the elders ran out of ways to discipline me. Then they sought to beseech my better nature, hoping I might calm somewhat and learn the art of the tailor. That did not work either, so they gave it up and let me do as I would. That was the smartest thing they might have done. I did not want to be a tailor in those days. I thought every craft of the Ukloth was dull. Delor was the prime tailor of the Ukloth, and I thought she was dull too. Every day she combed the skins and worked the leather and stitched clothes. Okay. Raelunil, I need your help with this. Raelunil! Where is that girl? I was hiding. I did not want to work. Where are we going now, lady? I can still remember the heat of the sun that day. Oh, there's Child Her. Most of the warriors were away on a hunt. Later, I learned they were ambushed by an orc raiding party and all were slain. Ooh, dear, that's bad. So it was that the village was undefended when the raiders found it. Oh. He was called Maushken? Oh, dear. Hi, orcs. Cast down your weapons and you will not be harmed. Sorry about my voice there, guys. It was a lie, of course. The orcs sought food and valuables, but they also enjoyed killing. They killed every member of the Ukloth they found. Soon, only Delur remained. I must rest a moment, Saelunil. It is taxing to tell such stories. Dear. You can almost see Delur standing defiantly before the orc raiding party, surrounded by the bodies of her friends and her family among the Ukloth. She has little chance of surviving this encounter, but Raelunil's description of her is so vivid that she seems almost to be standing before you, hale and hearty. She has nothing that might be called a weapon, but she does grip a needle of bone in one hidden fist. I think I see where this is going. Maushken has already slain many members of Raelunil's tribe this day, but he's eager to kill even more. You can almost see the rage and hatred in his eyes, and smell his foul stench. He leads a raiding party of orcs, and they follow him out of fear and a desire for treasure. Okay, talk to Child Her now. It is hard to believe that Raelunil could have ever been young, but you know that it must have been true, as it is for all people. You can almost see her, hidden by a mound of grass and hay, as her fear of Maushken and his band wars with her anger at what they've done to her people. I'm ready to continue the tale if you're willing to hear the rest. Oogie. Ooh. Sometimes words must travel through darkness to reach the light. We are quite in the darkness now. Should I move from my hiding place? I did not know what to do. But then Delur put an end to my struggle. I will show you our treasure. You will, eh? Well, get to it. I don't have all day. Yeah, you do. Just saying. This is what I treasure, that I will have vengeance upon you. Oh no. She dead. Did she stab him? Ugh, she stabbed me with something. Ha! Sucker. I do not feel... Ugh. Ha ha. Had she poisoned it? Delur stabbed him with such force that her needle buried itself in his flesh. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Maushken survived, but he was in terrible pain. He deserves it! Murderer! It was some time before he was well enough to leave. Dear. When they had gone, I came out of hiding. I buried the Ukluk, and Delur last of all. I went in search of a new home, and found a place where I could be welcome. I became a tailor to honor Delur's memory. Aw. And now you have come to my village, and you bear a needle so like those used by by Delor those many years ago. You say that it came from a place of evil, and the feeling of it is so corrupt that I do not question it. I can tell you the story of that needle, for now I know its ending. Mashkin was made weak by Delor's needle, and it caused him a great deal of pain, but it was sunk deep in his flesh, and he could not remove it. He returned in time to his own land, but every day was a torment, for the needle pained him so. He must have learned to deal with the pain, but every sharp twinge was a reminder of Delor's defiance. There was no day he did not think of Delor, and in that way he was very like me. But while I am now grown old, the oldest woman in, Loch Nuck, I think Maushkin did not reach such an age. There came a day when he succumbed at last to the pain of Delor's needle, and when his body was gone, only the needle remained. Perhaps some villain picked it up, never knowing what it signified or any of its history, and it came by long roads to you, and then to me. This needle travelled many leagues to have its vengeance upon Maushkin, but now its task is done. Farewell, Delor. You have been avenged, and this old woman remembers you and what you did, and always will. And now Saelunil will as well. Which is extra meaningful because she's an elf and is going to live basically forever until she decides to sail off. Wait a minute, finding this out cleansed it? Ah, sweet. I give the needle to you. Bear it with you on your journey and remember Delor. Whoa! We're in Rivendell suddenly. Okay. This I was not expecting, but, hello, Lord Elrond.
You will need the aid of a light that can pierce the darkness.
I know why you have come, Saelunil. If you are to journey beneath the shroud that covers Gorgoroth, you will need the aid of a light that can pierce the darkness. Elrond takes the needle of many leagues from you and dips it into the font beside him. When the artifact emerges from the glowing circle, light drips soundlessly from it and cools like water in the basin. The needle traveled many leagues before it meted out Delor's vengeance upon the orc that took her life, but until now it did not shine as brightly as did Delor in the memory of a child. Elrond smiles at the sight, and his voice contains both determination and joy when he speaks again. With the light of Erendil, you will be able to walk where the shadows lie and overcome them. Oh.
Erendil was a man.
Thanks. Wasn't he your father? Pretty sure Erendil was Elrond's father. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think he was. Erendil was a mariner, Saelunil, and he braved storm and roaring wave. He bore a shining light out of the darkness. He voyaged through sadness and woe, cresting the waves of his sorrow and braving the winds of wrath to bring hope from afar. He travels still upon his errand, not upon the seas of the world, but those of heaven, the light of the Silmaril on his brow showing the way. Elrond falls silent and gazes up at the sky, remembering distant memories. For all the Eldar, the light of Erendil's star is counted most precious. It is a sign of hope for those who labor against the great enemy or the multitude of his servants. For me, it's something more. Aha! I was right, guys! Erendil was a mariner, but he was also my sire, and for those who don't know, that means his dad. When I look to the stars, I remember much that is now gone beyond the circles of the world, and the joy of memory is tinged with the sorrow of loss. I give you this gift so you may bear the light of Erendil with you, and it will be a shining lamp in the darkness. Thank you! Oh god, now I have to go all the way back to the Black Gate? Oh my. Bye, Elrond! I wave goodbye. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back, everybody! Alright, we've made our way back to Mithrandir, so let's have a chat with him.
The light of Erendil will serve you well within Gorgoroth.
Ah, you have cleansed the corruption from the artifact that Eorzan brought from Durthang. I never doubted you would be equal to the task, Saelunil. The light of Erendil will serve you well within Gorgoroth. I deem that few of the commanders of which Eorzan spoke will be able to endure its presence, and none will enjoy it. It will bring them discomfort and aid you in piercing the shadow. It's time to press further into Mordor.
Enemies still hold the channel between Udun and Dor Amarth.
Adventurers of the Free Peoples have set foot into Udun, but the fortress of Carrick Angren has hindered further passage. The eruption of Orodrun melted the doors of the Eisenmouth, and they cannot be shut, but enemies still hold the channel between Udun and Dor Amarth. Some few have managed the passage, rangers, elves, and others utilizing the arts of stealth. Well, in a way, I guess I'm both ranger and elf. because, you know, Hunter's basically a ranger in a way. I believe that you can advance into the Doomfold of Doramarth, pass into the guarded Eisenmouth, and find Brungus on the other side. He will tell you somewhat of what he has done and what he has yet to accomplish. Okay. So, basically we go deep into Mordor now, from what I understand here. Alrighty guys, I just used a teleport thing with the stables to get over here, and I am just a bit away from where we need to be for this quest, so as soon as I ride past this gate we should be where we need to be. Yeah, the Eisenmouth is guarded, but when has that ever proved a hindrance to you? Basically never is when. Okay, so now I need to pass through here. Hello, dude. Excuse me. Or lady. I didn't actually look. I just said dude. Let's be honest, though. For some people, dude can just mean literally anyone or anything. Oh, dear. Okay, we have found Brungos in the Doomfold. Why could I not say that? Oh my gosh. Words, man. Ah.
Welcome to the Doomfold of Dor Armarth.
Hello. But even as I bid you this greeting, the words rebel upon my lips. Welcome? Who could be welcome in this place? It's the way of my people to survive in the wilderness, hunting game and foraging for food even when the land seems barren. Those skills would be well tested in this place. That is an interesting creature in the background, I must say. Oh, goodness. Luckily, it should not be necessary. I've brought supplies enough to last me, and in any event, I would not trust anything that could grow here. Was this valley once fertile? I cannot imagine it, but mortal eyes are oft quick to judge, given how little we see of the great span of time. Ha! Is he referencing the fact that I'm an elf here? Before Sauron came, was this land green and growing? Brungus dismisses the thought with a shrug. Mayhap I will consider further when we are safely away from here, Saelunil. For now, the land is dead and full of enemies, and we should ask pointed questions with dagger and blade, and set aside any questions that do not fell our foes. Okay. Isn't this where, Legolas and Gimli are? Where are they? Are they over here? Yeah, they're there. Hey, you two! Sup? Alrighty, let me go ahead and lock that. Hello, Pearl! There's a little kitten in my lap. Her name is Pearl, and she is wonderful. And she is currently trying to pet me. She's special. Oh, goodness. And there she goes. She is purring. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have no idea if you guys will be able to hear her or not, but just in case you do. Just letting you know, she's there. Alright, getting myself all buffed out for the next 300 years here. What's this? Okay, that was the Scroll of Battle Lore. Okay. Oh, and I should eat that too, just to be 100% sure I'm good. Okay. What is this fire drake, and can I kill it? I want to kill it! This sounds like a horrible idea, but I want to do it anyway. Whee! After all, they did just release an update called Where Dragons Dwell, so I might as well celebrate this by killing a fire drake. Whee! Oh my god. Die! Oh, sweet. I got a deed. Oh my god! It's a goat! It's a giant evil goat, like the ones that made me crack up earlier in the LP. Why was it being so laggy? Is this area laggy for everybody, or am I just unlucky today? I don't know. Whee! Aw, yes! Don't you dare step on my squirrel! Don't do it! Don't you do it! Don't you do it, Mr. Direhorn! No, no. Also, Pearl, quit swatting at the wires in front of you. Those are for my headset, dear. Oh, Lord. Oh, cool. I have enough obsidian skills to deliver to the collection box for the task thing. Ooh, there's another fire drake, and whatever the hey that thing is. It kind of resembles a dinosaur mixed with a rhinoceros, and they had a really, really weird, confusing baby. I mean, that's basically all I have to say on this thing, is it's just bizarre. It is so strange looking like... Why are there bone protrusions coming out of its backside? Why? Why? No! That's just not natural. Ooh, I got a deed. Awesomes. I like deeds. Okay. Oh wait, there's more quests I can pick up here? Alrighty, I'll get those in a second, but first, let's turn in this task thing. Here we go. Okay. Turn it into this box here. Ooh, I have several of them. Okay. Turn that in. And that one. And this one. Awesomes. Do I have more I can pick up now? Okay, good. I can get these back again. Let's collect that. Oh, I have enough of both of those to turn in again. Interesting. I will do that. Let us finish that task. Ooh, sweet. My legendary item went up. I'm not entirely sure which one, but one of them did. Do I have more of these? Oh man, I've got a lot of this stuff. Okay, let's deliver this intriguing filth. I should be at my limit for tasks for the day, because I have a limit of 6 here on Saelunil. Yeah. Okay. And no, I am not going to bother resetting that. Do not need to do that. Remove. 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 Ooh, did not mean to lock that. Remove. Remove that, and let's pull up the one from Legolas again. Okay. Let's go scout the causeway to the ruins of Barad-dûr and see if we can find anything to soothe Gimli's fears really quick. And hopefully I won't get murdered by a fire drake or anything like that. Or, you know, with my luck, a freaking Balrog will appear out of nowhere, but, you know. I'm pretty sure there aren't any Balrogs around here, but I'm, you know, knock on wood there. I'm not gonna test my luck. This is me. I have no luck. We have established this by now. Ooh. Oh, hey, I should probably... Oh no, a dwarf and a goat are dead over there. Oh no, that's depressing. Let's see what Elrond gave me. He gave me... Oh, the needle. Okay. He gave me the needle of many leagues. I will have to use that then. Because it is... It's not... Yeah, it gives me Light of Erendil and Finesse rating. So, in that regard, it's better than my previous token. And I can also add, essences to it as well. I'm not sure if I have any that are appropriate for that right now that I can use. I probably do somewhere. I have to clear through this ridiculous mess of an inventory. Okay, let's see what happened to this dwarf and this goat. Oh dear. The dwarf lies slain in queer armoring, as in strange armoring. Poor dwarf. Oh, blood puddle. Wrought of dark steel, the shield remains unblemished despite the fate of its wielder. Does that mean that whoever killed him didn't make any dents on the shield, like they didn't hit it? And why is the goat dead? I have questions! Far from wild, the goat is saddled and laden with various trinkets and supplies. Gimli, I think you have reason to be concerned. That is not normal. Okay? That's really telling, though, that the shield wasn't, hurt or blemished or whatever. Because, obviously, that means that the dwarf didn't get the chance to raise it to defend himself before he died. So, were they shot by archers? Him and his goat? And why would they bother killing the goat? Why not just the dwarf? I have lots of questions! Gimli, I'm afraid I have bad news. What is this? You tell Gimli of the slain dwarf you found and offer him the shield. By your description of his wounds, the dwarf you encountered must have been caught by a stray stone thrown from the depths of Mount Doom. Close to my original guess there. A poor dwarf indeed, but not one slain by malice. The Dark Lord must not have brought my kin to ruin after all. Aha! Look at this, my friend. This shield is newly forged, and crafted by skilled hands. So dwarves still dwell in Mordor, but where have they made their home? Aye, this is a tricky land. I do not know what beasts could live in such a place, but dwarves are hardy folk. These dwarves of Mordor must dwell somewhere in the Doomfold, but perhaps they do not wish to be found. I wouldn't blame them after what their home has been like for the past goodness knows how long. If they make use of dwarf doors, as the House of Durin once did in Khazad-dûm, even the most thorough search would never bear fruit. Let us hope it does not come to that. You found the dwarf near the causeway that leads to the Dark Tower, didn't you? If you ask me, no dwarf would be wise to travel these lands alone, and even if one did, they would soon be sought out if they did not return. Patrol the causeway to the east and see if you do not find others of his kin, and others with better luck, I would hope. We will do that in the next part, you guys. And for now, I will be seeing all of you in the next video. Alright, you guys, I'm going to be ending this video here. I hope that you've all enjoyed it. Please be sure to give it a like and to use the links on screen to subscribe to my channel, support my Patreon campaign, and check the description of the video in order to find other ways to support me. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see all of you in my next video.